I assume the Hindenburg event was planned to show how dangerous this cheap mode of transportation was, so they could stop it. A lot of people don't realize or know that there was a false flag attack, basically just like 9/11, where they make sure the cameras are rolling and they make sure something happens to induce fear. So before 9/11, you had things like the Hindenburg. The Hindenburg was an airship that basically on national TV, which I'm going to show you, on recording in like early 1900s, somehow, some way, they just so happened to catch the one and only airship ever to catch on fire. And they caught it on fire, and you just, I mean, when y'all watch the video and y'all hear it, y'all just going like, y'all gotta have to listen to how it plays out. It's such a play. You could just tell they're acting. The guy, he's, oh, this is so sad. Oh, and then that was it. They were like, yeah, we can't fly airships anymore. That one blew up. Meanwhile, they blew it up because they filled it up with something that was flammable. Because airships, they don't even have anything in it like that can blow up. This is how long airships were in operation. Round trip crossing the Atlantic, across America, 144 flights. Look at that. Airships were used by the military, used in war, used in intercontinental means from Europe to America to Africa for years. How many times did the Hindenburg fly before it blew up? 63 times. This thing done flew 60 plus times before it blew up. But they made one scheduled video recording of it blowing up and then canceled all the airships. That's like no car accidents at all, anything happening at all for years. And then one car crashes and catches on fire, and they're just like, yeah, man, we ain't using no more cars. Recall all the cars, just cancel. And this is how they did it. Because people don't realize, right? They realized early on that hydrogen was flammable, and so they switched to helium. What they did with the Hennigan was, though, they put hydrogen in it so that it was flammable, so that they could set it on fire. Now, I want y'all to take a look at this video and tell me what you think.
Again she dumps ballast, and a nervous tension grips those who are watching, for this is something unusual.
Real footage. And listen to the announcer as he's choreographing.
There goes more ballast, but the tale is settling in spite of all that has been dumped. A grim note of impending tragedy.
What is a grim note of impending tragedy? How are you building up something that's supposed to be a tragedy? Almost like you planned it to happen.
Finally, the landing lines are dropped. These scenes were filmed by Pathé News cameraman William Deek, and you are about to see the pictures he got when the ship exploded. Those aboard leaping for life from a flaming inferno. The actual crash of the Hindenburg. An airship destroyed in less than half a minute.
Huh? What? Is that even... What? Let's back that up for a second.
The actual crash of the Hindenburg. An airship destroyed in less than half a minute.
How are you talking about the actual crash before it happens? Like, what? Now, I mean, y'all tell me, is this not like the fakest false flag explosion of an airship you've ever seen? And they just so happen to catch this on camera? Come on now. In 1937. Come on now.
Rushing to the rescue, the heroes of the tragedy dash in, heedless of danger.
Tragedy. Like, come on now. So, I mean, really, if you think about it, what's the 1 in 10 million chance that out of all the 1,000 airships we have flying around that y'all just so happen to be filming at the exact moment that one of the famous intercontinental airships for the first time ever catches on flame and blows up in front of everybody, and y'all just so happen to catch this on camera at the exact right time? Come on now, man. This is like 9/11 all over again. And just like that, they had the excuse to remove our airships from production.